Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Amrita's Code World. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you, and I wish a very joyous and prosperous year 2022 ahead. Today in this video, I am going to discuss about a simple GUI calculator, how you can create a calculator using Python Tkinter module. This is the second application I am going to discuss on Tkinter module. Earlier, I have shown you how to create a GUI calendar using Tkinter and Tk calendar modules. The link of this video I am giving here in the I button of my YouTube channel. And this video, please watch till the end and you will understand that creating calculator is not a complicated task. It's very easy to create, and each and every line of instruction in Python is self-explanatory. Okay, any person without having much programming knowledge can understand, can write the code of creating a calculator, simple calculator. Okay, let us not waste time. Please watch till the end, and yes, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, Amrita's Code World, please do subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon for further notification. And yes, do not forget to like my channel, because your likings, your comments in the description box will really motivate me for releasing these kind of videos for the programming lover. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so you can see the Python IDE window here. So here we'll write the codes, and we are writing the code in script mode, not in interactive mode. Okay, so let us start. So first of all, what we should do? Yes, you are right. First we'll have to write the comment, like this program is about what. So program to create a simple GUI calculator using Python Tkinter module. So we have written the comment. Now see here, first of all, we'll have to import the functions of Tkinter module. So what to write for that? From Tkinter. Okay, then what we'll have to import? We can import all the functions. So for importing all the functions, you'll have to just provide the star, that is the wildcard character. That means we are going to import all the functions from Tkinter modules. Okay. For this module to work, as I have shown in my previous video, that how we can install Tkinter module in our system. So I'll just again provide you the link in my I button of YouTube channel. If you can go through that video where I have explained how to create calendar using Tkinter module. So there I have shown you how to import Tkinter module. So now here, next thing, what we'll have to do. Once we have designed this, now we'll have to we'll have to create the buttons, we'll have to create the window. So first of all, we'll do that, and then slowly I will show you how to create the functions. So first I am taking, for creating the window, I am taking the object and I am giving the name of the object as root. Okay, that root means the window where I am going to display the calculator. So that you can give any name. So you are using, for creating window, we'll have to use the tk function. Remember that t should be in uppercase. So if we do this, then we can see that one window will be created. Now next thing is that what will be the background color of this window. So you can set the background color by root dot. You can use the configure function. You are referring the configure function. So root dot configure, and then here you can provide the parameter background equal, then I'm going to use some hexadecimal color code here. Like I don't want to give any color like simple red or green or blue. In those cases you can just simply write red, or you can simply write green, or you can simply write blue. But if you are going to use the other shades of color, you can search in any search engine, you can find any hexadecimal color code and you can use it here. Here I am going to use a hexadecimal color code, like I am using here 9B, then FE, and then F6. Okay, this is the color code I am going to use. So it will give you some nice sky color background. Okay, that also I will show you now. Just now the execution. Let us just write few more instructions. Now I am going to give the title of the window. So title of the window I am just giving here by using the title function, Simple GUI Calculator. So that should be the title, Simple GUI Calculator. Okay, so the title is ready. So next thing what we'll have to do is that we'll have to set the width and height of the window. So you can take the geometry function, and here you can provide the width and height. Say for example 280 by 235 is the width and height of the window. Okay, so this much we have done. Now what we can do, we can run the module. Okay, now we'll have to first save the file, then only you can run the window. So I'll just give the name of the file as maybe calculator, and the .py extension will be automatically attached with it. So I just save it, and now we can see that one small window is created. See the background color which I have given the hexadecimal color code, and see the title also you can see as Simple GUI Calculator. And see in the window you have automatically that minimize, maximize and close button here. Okay, so as we can see here, now next we'll just continue with the coding. Okay, so the window is created. Now what we can do here is that first we can create a text box for just writing the wherever in calculator. What happens when you click on some numbers, so it will be displayed on the text box. So for that, first there will be nothing, there will be an empty string there. So for that I am taking one variable like where we can write the equation. So equation equal, I am just calling a simple string var function. So what this function will do basically, now it holds a string. The default value of this is an empty string. Now we will see that how to create a text entry box for showing the expression like arithmetic expression. So for that I am giving the name of the text entry box as exper underscore entry. Then here I am going to create this by the entry function. See here, note here that E is in uppercase for the entry function, where I am going to create the text box in that window. What is the object for that window? It's root. So you'll have to specify the parameters root. That means you are going to place the text box in the window, and the name of the object of the window is root. Then what will be the text variable? Here it will be the equation. The equation which we have taken here. So this is the name of the text variable, so that whenever you are writing any expression, it will be displayed in this text box. Okay, so now next is what? You'll have to use the grid method. Will be used for placing the widgets at respective positions in the table like structure. So what we are supposed to do for that, we'll have to do that expr, then underscore entry, that is the text box name, then you'll have to call the grid function, and it will take now 2 parameters we can pass here. Column span, like the buttons 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be placed in 4 columns. So I am writing here column span equal 4. Then I'll be using iPad X attribute. I am specifying the size as 70. What is it? Now this iPad X, this is an attribute which will actually specify that how many pixels to pad the widget horizontally and vertically inside the widget's borders. Okay. Next thing what we'll have to do, that you'll have to create the buttons. Buttons for what? You'll have to create the buttons and the place at a particular location inside this root window. Okay, when user press the button, then the command or the function which is attached in that button, so that will be invoked. So these buttons will be created for actually the digits 1 to 9 and of course the 0. Okay, so now how to place a button, that I will show you. Before that, now I will just run this code and I will show you that till now what you can see in this. See here, now in this window you can see that one text box is created where when you will type the expression, that will be visible in this calculator. Next, okay, so I'll show you that how to create the button. Okay, so I'll just take button number 1. Okay, so I just give the name of the button as btn1, that is the object. Okay, now which function I'll have to call for creating button? It's the button function. Okay, so where this button needs to be placed on the window. Which window? That root window. So I'll have to specify here root. See here, now it's so simple, friends, that it's self-explanatory. You can easily understand what is going on. Now, which digit should be placed on the button? That you have to write in the attribute, that is text. Okay, so text equal, so I'm writing here, I'm just giving some space, 1. Okay, so this button I'm creating for making that button, which will be the caption on which will be 1. Now I want to give the color, the text color of this. So for that I can use a fg attribute, that is foreground color. Foreground color I want to give maybe black, simple black. I'm not taking here any hexadecimal color code. Then comma, I want to give the background color of the button. So for that the attribute is bg. Now again I am going to use some hexadecimal color code. Here I am using hashtag. You can find many hexadecimal color code by searching in any one of the search engine like Google, Yahoo. So that will not be a problem. And otherwise you can just simply write red, green, blue, so that will work. Okay, next. So background color of the button is also created. Now you'll have to write the event driven function, so that when you click on that button, so that 1 should be placed on the text box which we have created for typing the expression. Now command equal, we are writing here a lambda function. Okay, lambda function. So lambda, then colon, here I am calling the click function. So click function I have not yet defined in this particular program. I'll show you how to define click function after I create all the buttons. Okay, so I am just writing the function as click, which will be user defined function, that I will show you. So just watch till the end and I will show you how to create this click function, that is an user defined function. This lambda is what? It's a function which can take any number of arguments, but can have only one expression. Okay, so this lambda function we use when any anonymous function is required for a very short period of time. So command we need to use for event driven programming. So now I am specifying the height of the button, so maybe 2, and the width I give here as 6. Okay, so now I save it. Now see here, when I will run it, since I have not yet defined the click function, it will generate an error. So let us define the click function as well. So first of all, I will declare a global variable, that is giving the name of the variable as expr, that is for storing the expression. Okay, so first I will initialize that with the empty string. So next, let me define the function. How to define the function? Using the def keyword. So it will be an user defined function. I am giving the name of the function as click, and it will take one parameter. What is the parameter? Given the num. That means when you click on the button, so the whatever value will be passed here. Like here you can see that click, that 1 is there, so that 1 will be copied to in this variable num. So let us just define the function. Now this expr variable, that I want to make it as global in the function, so that globally it can be accessible. So global expr, so the local variable, that expr, I have converted into global inside the function. Now what I am going to do here, expr equal, what we'll have to do now, expr, that expression variable had empty string. So whenever you click on the button, so the button you have clicked, that particular digit should be added with that expression. But this expr is a string, so when you click on that number, that should be converted into string by the string function. So str, and you provide the variable here. So this num, which is an integer value, so that will be converted into string, and that will be added with the expression, because in Python string cannot be added with integer. So string and string should be added, so that's why it has been converted into string, and concatenation of the string is done here. Now what we'll have to do is that we'll have to set the equation. So for that I am taking the variable as equation dot set. What I am going to set in the equation? That expression, that expr, that variable. So we are updating the expression by using the set method. So this is the definition of the click function, that much only. Now next thing, after you define the click function, now what you'll have to do, you'll have to place this button. You'll have to place this button. Okay, so we have already written, but where to place this button? Button 1 dot grid. Now where you are placing in the grid, row equal to, and then column 0. So now if you want to display the button on the window, so you'll have to write root dot main loop function, then only those buttons will be displayed on the window. So let us save it, and we can see that whether this button is visible on the window or not. So see here, one button is created with the text 1 and the whatever height and width and whatever the color of the foreground color and the background color we have provided. So this way we can continue creating the other buttons for the other digits. Okay, so let us see how to do that. Now what we can do here, simply we can copy paste these codes for these buttons. We'll just copy paste and we'll just make the required modification. So how many buttons will be created first for the numbers? So we just copy paste it. So it's very simple. 4 are created, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and for 0. So what we will do here, just we'll change the name of the button here. So here, like next we'll have to create button 2. Now what will be the text over here? It will be also 2. Now foreground and background color we can keep simple, and then here in the parameter of the click function we'll provide this click to height and width, we'll keep it same. Similarly, where we would like to place this button, row equal to, and suppose we are going to place at column equal 1. Next, so button 2 is created. Next we'll create button 3. So simply we just change the name of the button here. Now here the text will be giving as 3, same foreground background color, then here we'll pass as 3, height and width will be same. Now which row it will be placed, same, row 2, and column should be also 2. Next button 4. Okay, so here just simply change the values here. You can very quickly create the buttons by just copying and pasting here. So here again it will be button 4. Now again row 2, and then here the column will be 3. So the column index is starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is done. Next, now button 5. Okay, so button 5 here, then here you place it 5, here you place it as 5. Okay, now here it will be row equal, it will be now next row, because in each row 4 buttons we are placing. So that's button 5, row should be 3, and then here you can mention it as column 1. Okay, so next is button 6. Okay, so button 6, here the text will be 6, right? Then here the value also should be 6. Okay, then here also you change the name of the button to place the button 6, and then here which row and which column you'll have to place, same here row 3, and column should be 2. Okay, column should be 2. Now same here. Now next is button 7. Here the text will be 7. Then here you pass the value 7, and then here we change the name as 7. Then here again row should be 3 for button, sorry, row should be 4 now, and the column should be 0. Okay, next for 8. Okay, what you are supposed to do, same here, you follow here 8, then here you change the value 8, then here you pass 8 over here, then here it should be 8 dot grid, and then here this row should be again 4, and this column should be 1. Next for the number 9, so the button is 9, BTN 9, then you change the value as 9 in the caption, then here also you give 9, and then you change the value here. So like this way we'll have to change the values here, row equal 4, and then column here equal 2 you create. Next is what, button 9 is created. Now which digit is left? 0. So here you change the value as 0, then here you place it 0, then here you should pass, okay, here you should pass 0, and then where you should place it, you should place it in maybe row 5 and column 0. So let us save and see that whether all the buttons are created or not. So see here, the buttons are created here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. Yes, so calculated. Now, so if you click on 1, see you can press it here 1. If you click on 2, if you click on 3, 4, 5, because of that click function, you are able to click on the button and it has been displayed on the text box. Okay, so now let us see the next steps, what we can do. Next, we'll create the buttons for the arithmetic operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division. So for that, I am giving the name of the button as plus, equal. Okay, so same here, what I will do, I will just copy this code here. Okay, I'll just copy the code here. Just copy the code here. Then here I will change the symbol. It should be plus. In foreground color, background color, we have kept it same. And here you will have to pass here not a 0. You'll have to pass here plus, and that should be a string. Okay, so you are passing here, but otherwise same. Now how to place, in which grid we need to place the plus button. So that also we can decide here, that here we change the name of the button as plus. I just copied from the previous code. So here we can place it in row 2 and column 3. So we can place it here, row 2 and column 3, the plus. So similar way we can create the other buttons for minus, multiplication, division. So I'm just taking here. Okay, I'll change the value. I'll change the value. So here next I take it for minus. Okay, so here I give the symbol as minus. Then other things I'll keep it same. Now here we give the symbol as minus. Now where to place that particular button? Minus dot grid. Okay, so here we can place it in row 3 and column 3. Okay, next we can create for multiplication. So I use here multiply. Okay, or simple mult. I can use the simple variable name. Multiplication here I also provide here multiplication. Then here I change the name of the button as mult. Okay, then we can place it here again in row 4 but column 3. So now for division, okay, we will take another variable division. Okay, accordingly we'll change it here. So here it should be this division symbol, and here also we change here as division. Okay, then where to place? No, it should be in row 5. So till this point we'll just save and see how the buttons are created. Okay, as you can see, for plus, minus, multiply and division, the buttons are created over here. Next we'll have to create the buttons for the other activities like clear button, then decimal for decimal, and then equal symbol. So for that also we can create the button here. So I just again copy some code of button from here, and then I change the name of the button as equal. So equal, then button root equal. So here I can write the symbol as equal. Okay, so lambda here, what should be there here? Lambda. Here I will not be using this function. I will be using some other function for equal click. So for that I will just call that function without any parameter. Now we'll have to define this function as well, the equal click function, because we have not yet defined. Now where to place this equal button? Equal dot greet, maybe I'll place it in row 5 and column should be maybe 2. Okay. Now first of all we'll have to define this equal click function. So for that I can define the functions after this user defined function which I have defined earlier for click function. So here I will be defining now equal click function. So here how to define equal click function? Def again. Okay, so I'll give the name as equal click. I'll will take the name as equal. Okay. Then we can use a try and except statement for handling the errors. Like maybe we are trying to divide any number by 0. Okay. So in that cases, we have to write the code in try block so that we can handle the exception, the error. So inside the try block, we can again define that variable expression as global variable. So global expression. Then we can use here the eval function to evaluate the expression, and ultimately that evaluation of what? The expression. So that I am passing it as parameter, and that should be converted into string because we'll have to place it in the on the text box. So for that I am converting the expression into string. Next again we'll have to do what? We'll have to set the equation. So I just copy this code, equation dot set. Okay. So then what we need to set? Now the total value. So after calculating, we'll have to set the total. Now next what we'll have to do? We'll have to again initialize the expr variable for that expression by empty string. So for that we'll have to take expression equal now empty string, just the simple double quotes. So if any error is generated, then it will be handled by the except block. So I write here except block here. So except block, and then again I write equation dot set. I just take this function and then we can display that error is generated. So far. Now again we will initialize the expr variable with the empty string. Okay, so that's what about the equal click function. So now that function only I have called here in the event of the button equal. So let us save it and we'll see that how it is running. See here now equal symbol is there. Okay, so 1 2 plus 5 equal 17 is displayed on the text box. How nice it is, right? Okay, now you can see here student that here that button 4 is not visible here. Okay, so because I feel that button is hidden behind some other button. So here see here row 2 is written, so it should be in row 3, and then column here should be 0. So then I guess that button will be visible. So just save it and run it. So see here now this button 4 is also visible here. All the buttons are visible. Okay, next what you'll have to do? Next you again go back to the code. Okay, now equal is ready. Now we can also use a clear button. Okay, we'll have to create a clear button to clear the content from the text box. So for that again I just copy one button code so it will be easier for me. We don't need to type it out. So I give the name of the button as clear. Okay, now it's up to me that where I want to place that clear. I want to place it in row 5 only, but column I want to place it in column 1. Okay, now what should be written on the clear button? The text should be clear only. So I write here clear. Foreground background color is okay. Now command equal I want to call the clear function, the user defined function that I have not yet defined. Now I will define the clear function. So I have placed this clear button on the window, but I have not yet defined the clear function. So for that definition I will again go up, and here I define the clear function. So what does the clear function do here? It will clear. So I just again write the function def clear. Then here I write again, I take the variable as global variable, that is expr, and then initially I initialize it with the empty string. So whatever will be written, it will be cleared, and then I want to set the equation also as empty string. Why? Because it will clear the content from the text box. So I save it and I run it. So see here now, if I would like to use 12 plus 5 equal 17, I want to clear. So I click on clear. See, whatever was written on the text box, it's gone. So now what is left? Only the decimal button needs to be created for the decimal point. So I just copy the code from here. Okay, I just change here as decimal point, and here I again simply use this function, again click. Okay, so here, but the parameter I'll have to pass it as decimal point here. Then just change the name of the button as decimal, and where I would like to place it here, maybe row 6 and column 0. Okay, so here this is the end of the code. I save it and I run the module, and see, the calculator is ready. So let us see how it works. The decimal, suppose 78.5 plus 23 equal, see here it's giving you 101.5. So a very simple calculator can be used or can be created by using Python Tkinter module. I hope that you all have understood clearly each and every function which I have explained for creating a simple GUI calculator. Now see here, in this window you can see that it is divided into grid. Okay, how many columns we have created here? 4 columns are there. So that's why initially in the text box we had created column span equal 4, because on each row 4 buttons are created. So like this way, very nicely you can create some other GUI applications using Tkinter module. So friends, I hope that this video was helpful and you all have understood that how to create a simple GUI calculator using Python Tkinter module. No matter how many times I explain you, but yes, you'll have to practice yourself. You'll have to start creating these kind of simple applications using Python Tkinter module. Then only you will enjoy doing this and you will love Python programming language. Believe me. Okay, so then only I'll be fully satisfied by publishing this kind of videos. So friends, till then, bye bye. And yes, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel Amrita's Code World. Click on the bell icon for further notification. Yes, do not forget to like my channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching.